Hi friends, and welcome back to the Baseball Card Illustrated channel. I'm Bronco. Believe it or not, I'm at a card show. I'm at Fat Daddy's Card Show in Oak Creek, otherwise known as the Milwaukee Card Show. But we're not talking about that today. We're talking about eBay, what's sold and some cool new listings. We're going to get to the weekly recap day by day, but at the end of the video, I'm going to show you some new listings, the top 10 coolest new listings of the week, which might include this Jackson Holiday that I just pulled today, along with a numbered Josh Young rookie card. But before we get to the cool new listings, we're going to go all the way back to Tuesday and see what's sold. Now let's take a look at the cards that sold, and we're starting with Tuesday. Before I show you the first card, I want to apologize. Throughout the course of this video, the backdrop might change as I just pick a couple of blaster boxes from my collection and put them in the background, so I don't remember from day to day what order they were in and which one I used, so hopefully that's not too visually upsetting for you. Now, before we get to Tuesday's sales, I want to actually backtrack to New Year's Day. After I recorded that video for the initial installment of this eBay series, I sold this Miguel Cabrera Bowman Sapphire card. That's a beauty right there. So I wanted to make sure that that was accounted for. Now let's move on to Tuesday, and we're going to start with a cool looking Mike Trout card. This is a Topps Gold, and these are just really cool looking cards. I'm a big fan of those, and I always pick those up when I see them available. Up next we have Kellen Grady, this Kentucky basketball player, and as you can see here, it's a green prism. That's a really nice one, and his autograph isn't too bad. He's going to dribble off the court here. Almost fell. And now this is actually part of a 5-card order. It actually came in 3 different transactions, but I still definitely did the 33% discount on the entire lot. So we got Coco Gauff, the great tennis star. And then we have Aaron Judge. This is a nice Gypsy Queen card. Strength, and he certainly has plenty of that. And chasing the hall, we've got the great Vince Carter, back when he was with the Toronto Raptors. Bought this card a couple months ago and figured somebody would want to add that to their collection. There's another Coco Gauff card, and my tip for today would be if you see one of these available, go ahead and pick it up. There's a lot of tennis collectors, and she's very popular, so that would be my advice. If you happen to see one where you're digging through a value box, go ahead and pick it up. There's probably somebody that you know or on eBay that would be interested in that. And then the final card of this transaction is the great Mike Trout, also Gypsy Queen. This is a Thunder card. So nice 5-card transaction there. Up next, another guy that I'm a big fan of, and I pick up his rookie cards every time I see him. Sometimes I put them on eBay, other times I add them to my PC. And it's, of course, Bobby Witt Jr., and this is the Bowman's Best UFO insert. That's a really cool looking card right there. Here's another one that I don't think I've seen this card before I picked it up, actually at the last Madison Card Show, just right at the end of December, and this is from Topps Fire. I actually previewed this in 10 cool cards that were new listings before that video even got posted. I think this was up there, and this is Aaron Judge again. Really cool looking design there. I like that set. I'm a little sad that it was discontinued. 2 more cards to go from Tuesday. This is, of course, the great Babe Ruth on a die cut from Legends of the Diamond. And our final card, the great defensive back from the Denver Broncos, a rookie on deck. Of course, we're talking about Patrick Surtain II. So that's a look at Tuesday's sales. I'm going to go throw these in the mail, and I'm excited to see what Wednesday brings. It's Wednesday, and we're going to call it Hoops Wednesday, and I really should have had a basketball box in the background today because we had 2 card sales, both from the world of the NBA. Up first, the great player from the Boston Celtics. Lights, camera, action, it's Jason Tatum. And he's going with his left hand all the way to the hoop. And our other sale, this is a really cool one right here. We've got a Topps Gold Label card. This is a Class 2 card from the 2000-2001 set of Stephon Marbury. Just kind of curious, did anybody have a pair of the Starbury shoes? If you did, go ahead, leave a comment and review those shoes. I'm kind of curious what you would have thought of them. It's Thursday, and sales are good for me. I'm really pleased with today. Now, I'm going to caution, a good day for me or a great week for me would probably be a lousy day for a lot of eBay sellers, but I don't really worry about that. I'm focused on what I am doing, and I'm very happy with these, and that's what I'm going to continue to focus on. And we're going to start with the Hall of Fame outfielder from the Minnesota Twins, number 34, Kirby Puckett on this Topps Diamond Greats card. That's a pretty nice looking card right there. Now, speaking of really cool cards and great players, moving to the gridiron, it is the awesome Bo Jackson. And whether we're talking football, an all-star outfielder for the Royals or other teams, you gotta like this one on this Will to Win Mosaic card. Now, one of the things I'm kind of alluding to is I don't really worry too much about what the sales are and how much money is being made or anything like that. I'm trying to find cards that other people want to be able to add to their collection or whatever they're going to do with them. And the Xavier Tillman rated rookie prism is a perfect example of this. I probably, after expenses, I'm going to net an entire quarter. Some would say, is it worth your time? I'm going to say yes, because somebody's getting this that wants that card, and I'm happy to make that sale and happy to help somebody else fill out their collection. And who doesn't want a card like this in their collection? The great Ichiro. This is his rookie Gold Cup card. You gotta like Ichiro, and this is a pretty solid one from the 2002 Topps set. Moving on, speaking of rookies, this guy is making the leap this year, Tyrese Halliburton. And every year it seems like there's 2-3 guys in the NBA that kind of take that next level up towards stardom, and he's certainly doing that this year. Now with the Indiana Pacers, the guard is having a fantastic season, led the team to the finals of the in-season tournament, and unfortunately his group keeps beating the Bucks. So hopefully that'll change if they face off later in the season in the playoffs. But Tyrese Halliburton got a couple of his rookie cards recently, and glad somebody's able to add that to their collection. Now, this team right here obviously is in the national championship game, and Mike McCray from the Michigan Wolverines. I can't admit that I know a whole lot about him or what he did with the Wolverines, but hopefully there's a Michigan fan out there that is going to really enjoy that card. And our final sale today is this one of Michael Vick. Now this is a Topps first edition card, which is kind of cool, back early in his career when he was really a blossoming star with the Atlanta Falcons. Obviously things kind of turned south for him off the field, probably pretty close to this point actually, but he would enjoy a little bit of a career resurgence with Philadelphia later on. So that's a look at Thursday's sales for the Baseball Card Illustrated eBay store. We're going to call this 3-Card Friday because that's how many sales we had today. And the first thing we're going to do is introduce our captain. That's right, it's Derek Jeter on this Hobby Rip Night card. And as you see on the back here, bring it into focus a little bit hopefully for you. And Hobby Rip Night is kind of new. It's the equivalent of National Baseball Card Day. And this was an exciting new promotion for 2023. And these cards have done pretty well. Got that one at 702 cards during my trip to Las Vegas. Up next, another great leader. This one is Peyton Manning. And you can see right here, the quarterback of the Super Bowl 50 champions is on this nice certified card from 2015. And that's right, he does have skills. Omaha! And our final sale is another guy that knows something about winning championships. It's, of course, Steph Curry. That's just a really cool looking card. And that one goes out to a collector. So thank you to whoever purchased that. And if you're watching, thanks for joining us here on the channel. And I hope you enjoy the card. It's 6-Card Saturday because that's how many cards I sold today, while I was also busy having a great time with East Coast Tom at the Oak Creek Card Show. And you see this right here. This is a new addition to the backdrop. That's 2023 Bowman Platinum. We're going to have some cards from that box. I had a lot of luck with that in the cool listings at the end of this video, so stick around and check that out. But now let's get to the cards that we sold. And first of all, we got this really nice card of the man. No, I also thought it was Ric Flair, but it's actually Juan Soto on this nice one from Topps Finest. Up next, we've got the Polar Bear. That's right, Pete Alonso. It's a Topps Chrome rookie card. That's a nice one right there. We talked about this one yesterday, a Hobby Rip Night, and this time we sold a card of Mookie Betts. So those sales continue. This is a card that I picked up a week ago at the Madison Card Show, and this is Joe Burrow. It's a rookie card from Chronicles. There's one more left in the eBay store. We got Nolan Ryan right here. This is a really nice card. Topps Chrome, Diamond Greats, and who better than Nolan Ryan? And our final card, this is one I picked up today, already sold, and it's Ronald Acuna Jr. That's a really cool card right there. And obviously somebody was on the lookout for it because it sold probably within an hour of me listing it. So great Saturday. Thanks to East Coast Tom for the camera work at the beginning of the video. And now we go to Sunday. It's Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. I've got a handful of deals here to go through, so we're going to get right to it because we got a lot to do in this final portion of the video, starting with a card of the great legendary Jerry Rice. And this is a Sports Illustrated for Kids card. The interesting thing to me about this is you can see he's wearing a visor on his helmet. I don't remember him doing that all that often in his career, but obviously he did it on the day that this picture was taken. Up next, we have Jason Tatum going up for a dunk. We have a couple Jason Tatum sales throughout the course of the week. That game took place in Detroit, if you caught that. Here's a good young player in Major League Baseball, TJ Friedel. This is a first Bowman Chrome card. That was a nice price for somebody to pick that one up. Here's one of my favorite players throughout the years. It's the great Mike Allstott. And this is a nice silver prism card of the legendary running back of the Buccaneers. Now, I've got a question about this one here with Zach Evans, and I don't like the way he's carrying that ball. That looks like a little loose. The old ball coach in me would not have approved of that, but he might be working his way down toward the goal line. Maybe he wants to stretch out toward the pylon, so maybe we can forgive that one. And here, it's Dame time, and I heard an interesting fact about him recently, the new Milwaukee Buck. If you look, I'm going to move it a little bit closer here. You can see his jersey number, kind of. I'm tilting this like it's going to help you see and get a better angle at that. I learned that he does not wear the number 0. He actually wears the letter O. I don't know for sure that that's true. I just heard that the other day, and maybe I can get some more clarification on that. And the final card, this one just sold prior to me doing this video. It's Mookie Betts on a Topps Black Gold card. Those are kind of cool. Now, let's take a look at the top 10 new listings. These are all things on the Baseball Card Illustrated eBay store that were posted in the last few days. There's no particular order for any of this. I'm just going to go through a stack of cards. I'll start with this nice SP Authentic card of Randy Moss. I believe this is probably his second or third year card, just looking at the stats on the back there. Up next, one of my favorite players, it's Prime Time, or I guess I need to call him Coach Prime, Deion Sanders on the Skybox Premium. Speaking of premium, here is a guy that was a premium hitter, the great Tony Gwynn, and this is a Topps Museum Collection card from the year, they make these so hard to see, from some year recently probably. Up next we've got Joel Embiid. This is a Hoopla card. That one just looked kind of cool to me, so I figured somebody might want to put that in their collection. Now, if you can figure out what this says here, I'm going to zoom in a little bit for you. Or I always say zoom in. I'm moving the card closer. That is 90 fine, it says there, for Charles Barkley, also on a Skybox Premium. This was a pickup from the Oak Creek Card Show. It's a Bowman Premium, I should say Platinum, Corbin Carroll out of this little edition right there. Corbin Carroll rookie card up for grabs in the Baseball Card Illustrated eBay store. Here's a really nice one, and this is a Bo Jackson, a Barry Sanders Upper Deck MVP card. But the thing I really like about this is I'm tilting a little bit so you can see the silver signature edition of this card of the great Hall of Fame running back. Leave a comment, let me know. Do you think he was the greatest running back of all time? I'd be struggling to come up with anybody better. Here's somebody at the very beginning of their career coming off a nice rookie year. It's Francisco Alvarez. This is a Topps Black Gold card. Give a 5% discount for every time I struggle to say that. So leave an offer for like $1 less than the listed price if you're a watcher of the channel, and I'll go ahead and approve that and get that shipped out to you. 2 more to go. We got the great legendary Bill Russell on this Legends of the Ball card from NBA Hoops. And great player coming up here, not the team you might expect. Our final card on this video is Wade Boggs, but if you look closely, that's right, it's the Tampa Bay Rays of the Hall of Famer. Hope you enjoyed this video. As I said, don't forget to go check out the Baseball Card Illustrated eBay store, and maybe a card that you purchased will be featured in the video right here next week. I'd like to thank East Coast Tom for doing some camera work. I appreciate that. It was great to see him at the Madison Card Show. And hopefully I can see you at a card show coming up soon. Otherwise, we'll be right here next week with more eBay sales. On behalf of Kevin the Diamond King, our graphics guru Dylan, and hey, I'm sending out best wishes to Showtime, who's been a little under the weather lately. Hope you get better, buddy. I'm Bronco, the PSA 11. So long, everybody. You've been watching the Baseball Card Illustrated channel.